What's going on, lads, and welcome back to Crypto Empire, where we dominate the crypto market. My name is Connor. Hope you're all doing great on this grand Monday evening, wherever you are in the world. Stay tuned, tune in, lock in for this Crypto Empire live stream to start your week on the right foot. Now, the market has been selling off rather hard as of late. However, it does appear we are experiencing capitulation conditions. So in this live stream, I'll be discussing whether or not Bitcoin has experienced its peak capitulation, as well as altcoins, or if there's more pain to come, as well as the usual top altcoin trade ideas, altcoin fundamentals, meme coins. You know we get into all the good stuff here at the Crypto Empire live streams. So again, lock in, smash that like button, and let's get this party started like we always do with our crypto market overview. All right, lads, so taking a look at the market currently, Bitcoin has bounced nicely from its capitulation wick today. We'll go look at the chart for a visual. By the way, virtual hit my level exactly to a T. No coincidence there. We'll look at that in a moment. But anyways, here is Bitcoin on the daily time frame. And on the daily, you can see this. Look how the candle closed, by the way, but see this nice long wick. Where did it go to, lads? It went exactly to $89,000. What's the level we've been talking about for like weeks now here on the channel that Bitcoin is going to go to? $89,000. Okay, so this should not have surprised anyone at all. Now, was this the final capitulation, or are we due for more pain? I will say right now that this was a major target to the downside. And now that it has gotten hit just 1 week before Donald Trump's inauguration, I'd say the probability is over 50% that we are actually bottomed out. Look, there's still the CME gap down here at 80,000. If they're really gonna juggle things and you know, get the mix going just before they switch power, right? If the Biden administration is gonna go for one last stab, right? One last jab, one last kick in the legs before they leave, I wouldn't be surprised at all if they nuke this thing to 80 grand. All right, I really think I really do believe that we're going to experience some really bullish conditions when Trump gets in, and I don't know if they're just messing with our heads in terms of one last final attack on crypto while they still have the power. But not to get too tinfoil-y hat here. All you need to know is that there's a very good chance that this was actually the bottom here for Bitcoin, down here at 89,000. We'll go look at the CME gap because it is common knowledge that people tend to believe what they see more. So if I show you the chart without the CME gap, it won't do you full justice. Here's the CME gap down here at 80,000, all right? If this wasn't the bottom, really, I mean, there's some levels down here, 87, 86, but it's the CME gap, okay? So very good chance this was the bottom, however, 89. I do have the belief that the bottom's in, but I'm also aware that there's liquidity lurking down here that may get tapped, okay? So just keep that in mind. Now, this shouldn't have scared anyone, this sell-off, all right? And as you can see, the daily candle closed. That also gives me a pretty decent indication that this was likely it. The way that this daily candle ended up, all right, all the selling was absorbed. Buyers stepped in. I believe Michael Saylor also announced another purchase of Bitcoin today at an average price of 95,000. So anyways, there's demand for the asset. Buyers slurped up the dip today. Many altcoins bounced nicely as well. So more likely than not, we have just experienced peak capitulation. I say there's a slim chance that it goes lower to 80. Probability wise, there's a lower probability of it going to 80 than actually going up and making new all-time highs, in my very own personal opinion. All right, so that's my take on Bitcoin at the moment. Looking at the overall market, we have a huge green bubble over here. We got Fartcoin up 39.5% on the day. The most aggressive and violent bounce to the upside on altcoins was from none other than the one and only Fartcoin. Okay, so that should tell us where things are currently still at in the market. The market still loves Fartcoin. I mean, memes are getting slaughtered. Many of them have bounced nicely. I was going to say the market still loves meme coins, but it's not really, it's not all the same, right? A lot of meme, look at Moo, for example, right? This thing is down in the gutter. They nuked this thing back down to Goblin Town. So yeah, the market doesn't necessarily love meme coins. As you can see, GOAT as well. The #1 AI agent, the thing that started it all, everyone just forgot about it now, and it's sitting at a 340 million market cap after topping out at 1.3 billion. But anyways, the market still loves Fartcoin. Very aggressive bounce after sweeping the previous week low, testing some demand levels, and a super aggressive bounce of almost 100% in a single day. 62% from high to low. But anyways, that's where things are currently at. Now, many coins were trading at insane discounts today. If you watched the channel and you watched the video I uploaded, hopefully you did. It doesn't appear to be getting too many views too quickly, but hey, that's all right. The people that needed to see it early saw it early, in my opinion, right? Things always work out like that. But anyways, many coins were in some crazy discounted buy levels earlier today. And if you have been sidelined and let's say you sold to buy back lower or something like that, something I don't necessarily condone, but I know people do it anyway, there was many crazy juicy opportunities down here earlier today, right? Tau actually swept all the lows. Look, these look like bullish. The daily candle looks like a bullish sweep. You can see it grabbed the liquidity from here as well as here. Quick reclaim, okay? So, I mean, Tau down here at 385. That was a scoop. Let's see. APT below 8. It's back to 850, right? In the same categories as these other layer ones. They all look similar. I mean, these are going to move when centralized exchange coins move. Let's go look at this list, lads. So, I mean, just going through the charts right now, everything put in some serious wicks and they all got bought back up. So the point I'm making is if you were sidelined and you didn't take advantage of this crazy dip earlier today, well, you missed a great opportunity. And I truly do believe that, right? All these coins. Echelon Prime, by the way. Echelon Prime getting a lot of love recently, I'm noticing, in the crypto media sphere, especially on X. A lot of people have begun talking about the gaming/AI narrative. That seems to be something that's creeping up right now. It's still early. It's still very silent. You just hear a few whispers of the gaming AI narrative. Could this be the next big breakthrough, like AI agents? Well, it makes sense, okay? We know AI is the narrative. However, we can't just say, oh, AI. We have to get a little specific. We got to get a little niche. We got to dig in past the surface, which most people, they don't want to go deep, right? They want to stay on the surface level. But nah, here at Crypto Empire, we like to go deep, lads. So anyways, there's a lot of whispers of crypto times, or not crypto, but AI times gaming. AI and gaming paired together. Could this be the next mega narrative like we saw the AI agent coins boom? It's very possible. Because again, we know it's going to be AI related, but it's not going to, like how AI agents was one vertical of AI, it's going to be a different vertical. The next crazy meme coin type of boom for all the altcoins that launch in this sector. Good chance it does end up becoming AI gaming. We will come back to this at a later date. The reason I talk about this in the first place is, again, because of Echelon Prime getting a lot of attention recently as kind of the #1 consensus AI gaming mashed together project. So keep that in mind. As the market does reverse when Trump comes in next week, the next crazy thing that kicks off, we know it's going to be something. We know it's not going to be the same thing that already happened because the market doesn't work like that. It's stale, it's used up, it's old. It's not going to be AI agents. It's not going to be new pump fund meme coin launches on Solana. It's going to be something new. And it probably will be related to AI. AI gaming. Write it down on a piece of paper or a napkin next to you. And don't forget it, because that very well could be it. But anyways, everything today was in some crazy discounted buy levels. I just noticed I didn't even get to the live chat yet. Let's take a look at the live chat, lads. Shout out to Declan Wyatt saying smash that like button. Thanks, Connor. Thank you, Declan. Appreciate your support. Shout out to
Christ IDNC 90. He says, very nice video about altcoins earlier. Top G. Appreciate you, man. Thank you for your support. We got C Don't Care. He says, greetings, Connor. Some alts have already started to bounce nicely. Yes, indeed. We've just been going over this now, as I'm sure you've been watching. A lot of crazy bounces on, I mean, Bitcoin's the craziest bounce with this daily candle. What a wick. ETH as well, although still some red body there. But yes, many altcoins saw some insane discounts and some very nice bounces to the upside. Okay, so definitely a lot of value was captured today out there in the markets. Shout out to Arturo Torres, name we have seen throughout the years here. Arturo Torres, good to see you in the live chat. I think it's been a while, brother, but good to have you. We got Pitt. He says, are you still bullish on ALPH? Keep up the great work. I think you're the most realistic YouTuber. Well, thank you, Pitt. Appreciate those kind words, man. Am I still bullish on ALPH? So ALPH is actually a coin I never pulled the trigger on. I never bought it. However, I do think it is a very solid new generation proof of work layer 1. And the chart currently, let's go to the weekly. Let's bump it out. The chart currently, it's at some very, very crucial levels. All right, we have this. I marked it in a green demand zone. I'm sure if we dig it in lower than a weekly time frame, we'll be able to see why I have marked this level. But anyways, this is a demand zone down here at $1. Back here in July, ALPH bounced aggressively. Back here in November, bounced aggressively. So, I mean, look, this is do or die, because if it loses this level, looking at the chart, I mean, the next supports are going to come in around 50 cents, 50 to 60 cents. So yeah, I'd say ALPH right now, it's been selling off for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's the 6th red week at the moment. This long accumulation range, some violent shakeouts. I mean, I don't want to use absolutes because the market doesn't necessarily work in absolutes. But if you're bullish, like, you got to step in here, in my opinion. Like, this is a do or die support level for ALPH. And the fact that it's sold off for 6 weeks in a row should tell you that the pendulum, unless we're in a bear market, of course, because that's a range bound chart. Okay, this is not in any, this is a sideways trend. But the pendulum is likely going to swing the other way given that it's in a range. If this was a downtrend, well, I would expect it to continue lower. But because it's a sideways range, I do think the pendulum's going to swing the other way here and probably head higher. Ideally, break out of that range. Shout out to Trucker Steve. Trucker Steve in the building today. He says, thanks, keep on trucking. Appreciate you, Trucker Steve. Declan Wyatt, he says, 42 watching, 15 likes, smash, smash, smash. Thank you very much. Shout out to Declan, telling everyone to smash the like button. Lads, if you're enjoying the live stream and you haven't smashed the like button just yet, do yourself a favor, do everyone a favor, including myself. You'd be doing me the biggest favor. Smash up that like button. All right, it helps me out a ton. It helps put this live stream out to more people that are interested in crypto on YouTube. All right, I get more views, I get more subscribers. Everyone's happy. Smash the like button. Thank you very much. Shout out to Dre for saying the same. And Dre says he bought ARK this morning at 189 mil and bought some SNAI as well. Dre, nice to hear that you've been slurping the dip. Don't trip by the dip. Let's check out ARK. Very nice bounce, all right? I mean, it looks like you caught the exact bottom at 189 million, back up to 270 here. Very nice bounce. ARK in terms of the AI agent infrastructure on Solana is a good one. And then SNAI. Looks like it breached through our level and tested the low or the high threes and a nice bounce as well. So nice scoops there, Dre. Love to see it. Good buys there. We got H+. He says, what's up, Connor? Will the inauguration be a sell the news event, final liquidity sweep, or is it up from here in your opinion, in my opinion? Okay, so is the inauguration going to be a sell the news event? Look, given the fact that we've been selling off so aggressively before the inauguration, it feels eerily similar again to the election, pre-election, when the market was selling off
quite aggressively before the election. A lot of people were really scared. A lot of people were really uncertain. So nobody has that exact answer to the question. I can only share with you my speculation. My speculation is that the inauguration isn't actually going to be a sell the news event. In hindsight, it would look super obvious. Look, we got crazy headlines right now. Look at this. All right, so on day one, Trump is going to form a crypto advisory council of 24 leaders to draft legislation, build a Bitcoin reserve, and promote regulatory clarity. So there's a lot of hype right now. Trump said he's also going to have a crypto ball, like a gathering, probably at Mar-a-Lago. Very exclusive, invite only. A crypto ball, where you put on the tuxedo, you bring your date, wearing a nice dress, and you go hang out at Mar-a-Lago, right? So, I mean, they're going crazy. Trump's going crazy with the crypto stuff. It wouldn't make a lot of sense that they're going to troll us with the sell the news. However, I don't think it's going to be the case. A lot of people are thinking it's going to be sell the news. I don't think it's going to be the case, okay? I think this sell-off, this pain we're all experiencing pre-inauguration is likely going to be the worst of it. And similar to the election, let's look at Bitcoin on November 1st to November 3rd. Over here. So as you can see, we sold off around a week before the election. We were sitting in a demand zone here on election day. Altcoins were all at like crucial support levels. So if the charts are going to tell us that, we're sitting on support and we've sold off already, then no, it won't be a sell the news event. All right. At the end of the day, listen to the charts. A lot of altcoins are really low at very critical levels, and they likely don't break those unless the bull market's over. So I do not believe we will have a sell the news event. Opinion is subject to change depending on the charts, but as of right now, given how low everything is, most things are sitting on some pretty crucial support levels, I don't expect the market to troll us and sell off even more on the inauguration. I hope that helps H+. It looks like we got a super chat from Jordan Lamararch. Thank you, Jordan. Appreciate your super chat. I think you corrected me on your last name prior. I do apologize if I got that wrong. But anyways, thoughts on Beppe. We'll take a look at that now. Shout out to Scorch888 in the live chat. He says, hi lads, hope you were buying the dip. This week is a do or die phase. Okay, so very similar to what I was just saying there, right? I mean, coins are they've sold off so aggressively already. Are they going to keep selling off and go back to bear market prices? I don't think they will, given that we're not in a bear market. So a sell the news for the inauguration, unless we bounce and, Bitcoin's back up to 110K, altcoins all bounce like 100, 200%. Okay, then it could be a sell the news. But if they're going to be in devastation like they are right now, nah, I don't see it as a sell the news event. Anyways, thoughts on Beppe. I like Beppe. Still holding a pretty decent sized bag of Beppe. Okay, I actually haven't sold any tokens. As you can see, this thing is, we do have a demand zone on the chart. Right at our 61.8 golden pocket, we also have this rally-based rally level. Okay, you can see how price is utilizing the structure as support currently. So thoughts on Beppe. It's holding really strong. A lot of base meme coins and meme coins in general have been getting purged. Right? You guys know that movie, The Purge? It's some crazy stuff. But anyways, you know what I'm trying to say. Most memes have been just down, down, down. Beppe is holding this level nicely. Okay, so thoughts on Beppe. Good team. All right, these guys are building, innovating as much as they possibly can with their meme coin. Right? They're doing everything right on that front. Strong community. Original 10 coin on base. Look, I think it's going to be a good one. I'm bullish on Beppe. I have it. Made videos on it for a reason. So, yeah, that's my thoughts on it. You want to see this level hold. Ideally, I mean, I don't want to see it down here at a 2.6 mil market cap on this 88.6 support. I want to see this golden pocket demand zone hold. But we'll see how it goes. It's held really well so far. Hope that helps, Jordan. Thanks for the support. We got Jonathan Bush.
Jonathan says, bought some AI fund this morning. Nice, Jonathan. Interesting choice. Catertainment says, dollar cost averaging my render. $7.40 average. Let's get it. Not a bad average there. I want to take a quick look at AI fund, though, because I've given my opinion on this coin in the past, lads. And I'm not going to lie, it's not the most positive opinion. It's a pretty realistic opinion. Now, shout out to Nico Dem. Nico Dem, if you're watching, you know, we always shout you out for sharing the gems on stream, right? Nico Dem was the guy who told us to look at AI fund down here at 1 to 2 million before Thanksgiving. It exploded up here to like 20 million plus or whatever. During Thanksgiving, essentially, November, okay? AI agent saturation peak happened in late December, 1 month later. Now, what AI Fun is, it's an exact copy, ripoff of Virtuals. There's nothing original about the project. So, can this have some crazy stellar run? It's possible, but I doubt it, and it certainly wouldn't be my first choice. Now, I'm not trying to FUD you out of anything, Jonathan. You said that, and I'm just sharing my opinion on the coin. Shout out to Cali Gold. He says he just smashed the like button on his mom's phone too. That's dedication to the cause, Cali Gold. I appreciate that. Thank you, sir. All right, let's take a look here. Oh, we just got a super chat. Let's go ahead and address that. Shout out to Crypto LTP5 with a $4.99 super chat. Much appreciated. Thank you, sir. So he says, hey man, a few projects I'm strong on are Ort, Nuclei, Bricken, a real world asset coin on Base. I like that one too. And Lush. Any thoughts on projects or charts? Appreciated. Thanks, bro. Crypto LTP5, good to see you, my man. Now, we do have some common bags there, particularly OORT. Now, let's take a look. Let's take a gander at this. So we lost this level down here. We lost 14 cents today, and it has tested the 78.6 fib retracement now. This is not an arbitrary level. Some might call this like a hidden level. Reason I say it is because we got to look at some previous price action. Particularly, we got to look over here, and we can see that this price level has actually acted as support in the past. Okay, so this is a bit of a hidden one, but we know it's previous support, so it can act as support here currently. And you can see we do have a wick there. Now, this thing went parabolic, and it's pulled back substantially. That's a 58% drop from high to low. So again, a lot of these altcoins are going to pull back 60 to 80%. And that 88.6 is down here, 64% lower. It's also the origin of this move, right? We do have a base rally level. So for OORT, bottoms either here at 12.6 or 12.8, or it's going to be at 10. That's OORT. Now, NAI on the daily time frame. Sold off directly to support, bouncing, swept the monthly open. This is a good looking chart. It's how it's holding this level at 0.005. Nice sweep of the monthly open today as well as all of these lows. Okay, so all the liquidity got grabbed. That looks good. Nice reaction. So Nuclei is showing some relative strength in the AI sector. It also has that new OORT has the new chart formation as well. Where it launches, sells off, accumulates, starts its pump, and then explodes, ideally to new all-time highs. To the all-time high, it's a 10x. So yeah, look, this thing looks bullish, and I would expect it to fill the gap. Chart structure looks good. And the last one we'll look at is Bricken. We'll save Lush for another day, as we can't look at too many coins at once. Again, real world asset coin. We'll look at that Coinbase news in a second. Okay, here we go with BKN.
So we broke trendline support back in late December, and it does appear that the trend line is now acting as resistance. So long story short, this thing needs to flip 40 to 45 cents from resistance into support, reclaim this, and basically run. Now, I've looked into Bricken, very solid RWA play. I think it will do well. It's also kind of a newer one, right? In the sense that it launched in March 2024. Okay, so it hasn't, say, been around in 2022 in the bear markets, like Relio, for example. It's newer, so that may give it an edge. But anyways, yeah, Bricken, good project, and it's up 4x from the lows, still a very low market cap, and the real world asset sector hasn't gotten any love. So I can see it doing quite well. Hope that helps. Crypto LTP5. Thank you for the super chat, sir. Michael Anthony, he says MFA. Never heard of that one, and I'm not sure what you're saying about. Not sure what that means. Anyways, Capitulation, he says ski mask dog I like and holding better than Aerodrome. So yeah, it's quite a. Aerodrome took a crazy hit. A crazy hit. We'll take a quick look at Aerodrome. Yeah, this took a crazy hit. Some of the other dexes on base took a crazy hit. Here's Aerodrome. Now this is what Capitulation looks like. This thing bounced from $1 on election day to a high of $2.33 at that local top in early December. And now it's lower than election day prices. It's actually lower than the October low, as well as the November low. This thing gave back everything. Gave back everything, lads. So yeah, Aerodrome not holding too well. Ski mask dog, we don't want to look on that MEXC chart. Yeah, it's still holding its range. It's still holding around 200 mil. Pretty nuts. Ski's holding really good. Real potential to flip Brett. I know the Brett Maxis won't like me saying that, but look, your coin can only be propped up for so long. When Crash shifts his attention, it's going to do a bull. I'm not being a hater. All I'm saying is that what the heck happened to this thing, man? It's a crash call, bro. It's an infinity stone. Look, the man's attention needs to be focused on Brett to prop that Ponzi up, lads. Don't shoot the messenger. Anyways, Ski will flip it, in my opinion. Anyways, some recent news from Coinbase today. Coinbase has decided to not list virtuals or any of the AI agents or any of the new exciting technology being built on the Base network. They've actually decided to add support for Peanut the Squirrel on the Solana network. It's pretty exciting stuff. So they say do not send this asset over other networks or your funds may be lost. So trading is going to begin tomorrow, January 14th at 9 a.m. Pacific time if liquidity conditions are met. So Peanut USD spot being listed on Coinbase. And here's their contract address. Pump, a little pump fun coin getting listed on Coinbase super after its experience, its peak. Very interesting choice of listing here for Peanut the Squirrel. This is the chart. And this is also after Binance listed it. Currently down at 75%. Nonetheless, that's exciting stuff, lads. Some more news in regards to these listings and perp listings on Binance and Bybit for meme coins. So Anson was on the Thread Guy stream, and I'm not going to play the clip. However, I'll just kind of reiterate what they were talking about. Shout out to Finance Research for the super chat. We're going to look at Mustard in just a moment. I just want to finish this segment before we go ahead and move on. So anyways, Anson basically explained exactly what I've explained multiple times here on the channel. If you guys have been watching and paying attention, you already have heard me say this. But essentially, when a coin gets listed on perps or futures, It allows the holders of that token that are up massively in profit. Peanut's a good example. Okay, when Binance listed on Perp, right? Holders that are up massively, what they can do is they can sell it spot on chain. What does that do to the price if they're selling large amounts of spot on chain? It's basic supply and demand. When an excess of supply floods the market from all these holders deciding they want to sell now, supply entering the market and demand staying the same, the price is going to drop. It's going to crater. So what do? Before you go sell all your tokens on chain, you enter a short on leverage, a perps trade. Then you go back to your wallet, you sell the coins, the price tanks. Okay, so your short is printing money. You close the short, you cover it, and you double dip. So, I mean, that's been happening all kind of cycle long. That's why when a coin or meme coin gets listed on a perpetual futures pair on something like Binance, it doesn't really have a great kind of effect. What's an example? How about Godius Maximus? GOAT. Okay, it got listed on Binance Perps over here in late October. It saw the pump over here in early November. And then it's been down only. Okay, this was supposed to be the greatest invention ever for AI or whatever, right? This thing had peak mind share. But hey, it gets a Binance Perp listing, and there you go. It's its demise. So that's how the game works, guys. These listings used to be bullish. However, the market is extremely competitive in player versus player. So if these people have the opportunity to double dip profits, they're going to do that via perp trading. Make no mistake. Anyways, thanks for your patience, finance research. So you say opinion on mustard should pump for the Super Bowl. That's an interesting thesis. Pump for the Super Bowl, mustard. So mustard currently has a $1.2 million market cap. It's a pump fund launch. All right, so I would treat this as any other pump fund launch. And this thing's been around from November. This is the daily chart. So is this going to rise from the ashes and pump leading into the Super Bowl in February? Mustard. It's a gamble on all fronts. So my opinion on mustard is it's a total gamble. And there's really no other way to describe something like this. Okay, it's a pump fund shitcoin that already experienced a pump and dump. It went up 747x in one day. Got rugged basically. And you're praying for a community takeover. Could this be one that comes back? Could be, but it's a gamble at the end of the day. So good luck. And I hope it does for you, finance research. Let's see. Ante, he says, Nitro is about to gig ascend. Look it up and judge by yourselves. Nitro, never heard of Nitro before. Nitro League. 161k market cap, lads. I think this is a little like a little bait. We're not going to look at Nitro if that's even the right one. But anyways, Scorch 888 says thoughts on Bitcoin dominance. Could it be a fake out to the downside? Okay, an interesting question here. Okay, Bitcoin dominance is on the rise, and that's not a surprise given the fact that when the market is full of fear, people find refuge in Bitcoin. So what happens? Bitcoin dominance as a result goes up because of that. Now, when the market does end up flipping risk on and people no longer need to seek refuge, well, they're going to move out of Bitcoin and back into your high risk altcoins. So the question here from Scorch, is this a fake out? A fake out to the downside, as in like a fake sell off and it's going to keep going up? thoughts on this chart. Look, it's kind of chicken scratch. Okay, we had a hard sell off right to this demand zone support level at 54%. We've bounced, and I did say that this bounce is likely a back test of this breakdown, right? Because price broke through support. We were coming back up, essentially calling this a back test for downside continuation. However, we have also discussed the scenario where this wasn't the top, and we're actually going to go higher towards 63%. So let's dissect what we are basically thinking now. So yes, it does appear like it wants to head higher at the current moment in time. However, on the weekly, this is resistance. It's already been rejected once. Okay, this one rejection over here on the week of the 16th of December. Drop this to the daily. So, Bitcoin dominance currently. My read is that this is actually still a backtest of resistance. And as of right now, given that resistance is technically holding, it's still bearish. Now, if we wake up tomorrow and we see a candle break through this level over here at 59% and close above it on the daily time frame, because notice how the candles were not able to close above this level over here in this first test in mid-December, then I'll say, okay, we're probably going to go up to 63%. But as of right now, as no key levels have been reclaimed on the daily charts and above, this, in my opinion, is still bearish. And I'm still looking for this to be a bearish retest before, ideally, dropping lower, back down lower than 50%. Good question there, Scorch. Made me use my brain a little bit. But yeah, that's my read on that chart. And let's see, Utkarsh Road, he says, can you do a video on AI gaming coins? That's a great idea. We can certainly do a video on that topic. Thank you for the recommendation. Cat Entertainment, he says, Ondo, any good after the unlocks? Yeah. Okay. Why do I say that? Well, I put this circle on the chart for a reason. And although the timing was a bit off, the hole's been filled. The hole's been filled right here at the golden pocket. And Ondo, good correction, right? Very strong impulsive move. 58 cents up here to 214. Pulling back to $1.09. 50% correction. Yeah, Ondo, look, this is a coin that's kind of best at this point in time. You're going to have to wait for like the big real world asset boom, or you can just trade in and out of it. Depends on how you want to play it. But I do think at some point we're going to see like a big RWA boom and all the coins are going to go up, much like all the AI agent coins go up at the same time and all the meme coins go up at the same time. And in 2024, all the AI coins went up at the same time. We're probably going to see a brief moment where all the RWA coins go up at the same time. Okay, so Ondo will probably do a lot of these similar moves like it's done in the past, and at one point maybe put in a crazy run. Just for an example, let's go take a little trip back down memory lane. Here's a crazy run for you, right? 2021 January, Decentraland Mana, trading for 8 cents. February, when I bought it, it was over here at 20. I remember. Yes, middle of February. Anyway, start of the year at 8 cents. Remember, we're equivalent right now to January 2021. We're not having the same bullish start that we experienced because things are different. The world's in a different place. We're not kind of coming out of that COVID stimulus pump, right? So things are different objectively. But anyways, cycle-wise, we're at the same time of January 2021. And now the altcoin season happened, and then the metaverse boom happened. All the metaverse coins pumped at once. This went from 75 cents to 5.90, right? So I'm saying for Ondo, there's probably going to be a moment in time where it experiences a narrative specific pump like this. Let's see. So it looks like I wasn't looking at the right Nitro. And we got another super chat from Preston Shawd. Thank you for that super chat. Nitro, the brother of Turbo. I see. Okay. So we're going to look at CTX in a moment. I just want to see what's going on here with Nitro, the brother of Turbo. Here it is. All right. New meme coin. Nice little frog with some aviator glasses on, looking like a World War I pilot or something. Interesting. It appears that none of my mutuals are following the project right now, so this is a total trenches community thing happening here with Nitro. And all I can say is that it's just kind of broken out of its vertical accumulation. All of this looks like it was vertical accumulation. Notice the trajectory now of the price increasing. It's kind of going straight up instead of this vertical accumulation structure. It broke out. So yeah, it's in a parabolic run. So buying it now, playing with fire, although it's still quite early in its lifetime. Because again, these charts they're going to scale. If this thing ends up pushing to 20 million, we're going to look at the chart, and in this, it looks like a crazy pump right now, but if it pushes to 20 million, this is going to be a little pump for ants, and the price is going to be up here, right? So things are going to scale as it does evolve. In terms of this coin, look, it's another meme. There's a million of them that exist in crypto. It's a cute frog, don't get me wrong, but I don't know. It's just not necessarily something I'm like have a crazy urge like I need to buy. I've just seen a million of these pop up and die. So maybe I have a cold heart, right? Maybe all of the coins that I've seen just pop up and die has left an imprint on me. Or I'm just kind of looking at things as they are and knowing that 99.9% of coins in this market are just kind of straight up bullshit. Maybe this one will be different. I'm not really sure, and I'm not going to say it on this live stream. That's my take on Nitro. All the holders, I wish you guys the best, and hopefully tomorrow you wake up and it's at a 20 million market cap. Now we got Preston. He says, thoughts on Cryptex Finance, CTX. Looks like it's got a base pair. That's bullish. Guys, smash up that like button. I just looked at the ratio of the current viewers to the likes, and it's quite weak, lads. So go ahead right now and smash up that like button. And what is this accomplishing here? Is this lending and borrowing? It's an exchange. All right, interesting. So a new exchange on ETH and Base. Now let's take a look at this token. So it launched today at a 15 million circulating market cap. Let's take a look at the base version. Liquidity is much better on base. And this has actually been around from June. So I've never heard of this one before. And I feel like I'm not the only one that's going to say that I've never heard of this one before. Now, at the end of the day, the function of a decentralized exchange, they're all the same. So it really comes down to attracting new users to that platform. Obviously, like listing new tokens that people want to trade. That's why centralized exchanges list coins they think people want to trade to attract more users, more volume, more fees for them. In terms of this project, I'm having a hard time kind of they're focused on a lot of things. There's an old quote by Confucius: "The man who chases two rabbits catches none." I don't know. I don't really get a crazy good feeling about this. Again, exchanges are a dime a dozen. It looks like this one's been around from June. Volume is 2.6K. And that was in sells. It was all sells. Nobody's buying this thing. So as of right now, it just looks kind of dead. It looks like nobody's touching it. Or yeah, I mean 2K of volume, and it's only people selling the token. I mean, I'm not sure. So thoughts on it? Not really that bullish. So yeah, sorry if I fudded your bag, but that's what I think. Let's see. We got another super chat rolling in right now. We got one from PG. He says, "Where can we buy treble on January 20th? Coinbase wallet? Question mark." Good question. So treble is going to be available on the Base network, and you're going to be able to buy it from none other than the Treble Swap exchange. And yes, you will need a wallet such as the Coinbase wallet to do that. Okay, Coinbase, MetaMask, Rabby. Just have your own wallet. Coinbase wallet is perfect. And again, you'll be able to buy it from the Treble Swap exchange itself. We'll be live on January 20th. Thanks for the super chat, though, PG. Shout out to Stacy Lewis, as well as Adrian Kent, as well as Ghost. What's going on, lads? Somebody asking about XRP. And I spoke about XRP in the video I published today. Given the fact that it's an American cryptocurrency. And these American cryptocurrencies, they do have some pull. Again, Trump is going to introduce a lot of stuff on day one of him getting power. So those American coins, they got some pull right now. Now XRP is looking kind of ridiculously strong compared to the majority of the market. All right, the wick was eaten up today. The XRP holders were not tripping. They were buying the dip. Well above the January monthly open. Okay, so let's see. If we sell off aggressively for XRP, if you see another sell off and you see Bitcoin fill the CME gap at 80 grand, what do? Look, you see this thing anywhere near the monthly open and you want to buy XRP, that's your time to do it. Anywhere near the yearly open, January 2025, the price was $2 essentially. $2.05 at the open. You see anywhere near those prices within the next few days, weeks even, if we get some kind of sell-off in February or late January, that's your level to buy. I agree, XRP does look very strong, and it's got a lot of good stuff going for it, given that, again, it's an American cryptocurrency. Looking at Chainlink right now, it is in this demand zone, similar, although not nearly as strong, you could say, in the sense where the dip was bought up. However, it is still below the monthly open for January. Chainlink, though, this is still a buy zone for it, and it dipped to 17, which would have been a great price for anyone looking to buy Chainlink. But anyways, yeah, that was XRP. Good shout there. Let's see. Not a lot of interesting questions here. We got Johnny Boy. He says, do you shift your attention to the stock market and the bear market, or do you stay in the crypto headspace, take a break from markets in those down years? Good question, Johnny Boy. So the saying that there's nothing new under the sun pops into my mind. And what does that mean? It means that markets do always move in cycles. Okay, so there's going to be the good times and there's going to be the bearish times. Not really the bad times, because you can print in any market conditions. But right, there's bull times and there's bear times. Now, the best book I've ever read on trading is Reminiscences of a Stock Operator, the story of Jesse Livermore. And he basically writes about how in the summer, when the market is slow, he's living in New York during the working year, but over the summer, what does he do? He goes down to the Jersey Shore, or he goes out to the Hamptons, and he spends a couple of months fishing away from the market. And I do personally believe that is the thing to do when things kind of turn bearish. I definitely will not be investing the same amounts of time I am right now, screen time, things of that nature, but I will still 100% stay tapped into the crypto headspace. I never let myself drift too far because truly the best way to play the cycle is just to buy stuff at the bottom of the bear market and then essentially ride it out over the next 2 years. So yeah, definitely take a break. But at the same time, it's not like we just abandon it and never look at it. We stay tapped in for sure. But yeah. Touch says he's going fishing in 30 minutes. There you go. Ocean fishing or what? Where are you going? Give us some details, lad. Doesn't have to be too intricate in the details, but anything works. I just want to take one last scan at things. It is a bit late at the moment, so just one last scan before we go ahead and wrap things up here. Stupid thing. Switched accounts. Anyways. So Bitcoin, very good chance that the bottom in peak capitulation did happen earlier with price testing 89,000. Look, if not, we do have some levels marked lower. All in all, people asking, is the inauguration going to be a sell the news event? Given how brutal the sell-off has been going into the inauguration, I don't see it being a sell the news event. Okay, that's how I stand right now currently, with many altcoins sitting on some very crucial supports, range lows of the previous 3 months plus, etc. Sell the news happens when prices have basically rallied into that date. So maybe we rally this week into the inauguration date. That could change my stance on things. All you need to know right now is that, in my opinion, nothing has changed on the macro. We're still going to see the Fed essentially cut rates. Ideally, we're going to see some dollar weakening. Looking at the Dixie right now, it's essentially, let me see, here we go. Here's the Dixie. The Dixie continues to pump, sweeping the previous week high. Currently at 109. Ideally, we do see the Dixie go ahead and top out. Weak dollar, strong risk on assets. I think this is all brewing currently. Fed cutting rates. And we have ourselves a multi-month insane bull market where many coins pump. Many people will get greedy. Many people will refuse to sell. Many people will round trip. But there will be those of us who take the spoils of the markets and improve our lives. And that's the goal here at Crypto Empire, to do this the right way. Okay, to do it the right way and come out on top. This is where we dominate the market. If you guys like it and you're not subscribed, hit the subscribe button. If you haven't hit the like button for the stream, smash that like button right now. But anyways, lads, just a quick Monday evening live stream for everyone watching around the world. Start your week on the right foot with Crypto Empire, where we dominate the crypto market. As of right now, we didn't even go over virtuals actually. But yeah, virtuals hit that level at 225. I was going to say exactly as predicted, but that's just too cringe every time I say that. But yeah, it came right to our level down here, as you can see, and a nice bounce. So good chance that that was it. That's a strong support level. If we get some more fear, well, then you know where to look. 175 on virtuals. But all in all, nice purging for that AI agent ecosystem. I mean, I did make it pretty clear when it was happening that, like, hey, this stuff is unreasonably pumping, and I would not recommend to chase after things that have already pumped substantially. So hopefully you guys heeded those warnings and didn't get destroyed like some people did, some communities did, that were just so focused on AI agents. They were looking at the trees instead of looking at the forest. Don't let that be you, lads. King Louis, that's a good one, man. But guys, smash up the like button. Seriously, thank you for all of your support. We'll be live again tomorrow, so don't fret. We're not going anywhere. And subscribe if you're not subscribed. My name is Connor from Crypto Empire. Have a great start to your week, lads, and I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good night.